Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be with you today. All right, make sure my phone's on vibrate so I don't have to get distracted. And let's see here. Let's make sure you guys can see me. Okay, awesome. All right, I know it's early over there in the US. It's probably what, 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Me and these time zones, I swear. But I'm here in the UK, and this is one of my very first trainings. I think I just posted a YouTube training not too long ago. And so this is the second one then of the year, the second training of the year. And we're talking about how to create easy courses and memberships. I thought this would be something fun to talk about because a lot of people are interested in creating a course or membership, but they a lot of times think it's a lot of work. And yes, it can be, but I want to try to simplify it for you today. I want to show you a few little tips that might be able to help you easily get your course and membership all set up and ready to launch and with people in it and actually going through your course and membership. Okay. I'm going to share these techniques with you that I have actually personally used and have had some great feedback. So this is not something that I just dreamed up. This is something that was actually taught to me, handed down to me by people like Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, and Russell Brunson, and also people like Lewis Howes. So I've taken everything I've learned and I've experimented with it, and I want to share a few tips with you guys today. Okay, so to start off, I wanted to share with you a few of the platforms out there that you can use to actually create a course or membership. I'm going to grab some water. I've been talking all day on client calls, which has been a lot of fun, but I am dehydrated a bit. Okay, Alcine would be proud of me. Alcine, I'm drinking my water. Okay. So some of the different types of platforms you can use to create your memberships and courses. I'm just going to go down the list. ClickFunnels, of course, is my fave all time. I've been using ClickFunnels for almost a full year, and I just have yet to find anything to top it. ClickFunnels, number one. Kartra, very similar to ClickFunnels. MemberVault, which was introduced to me by a good friend, Alcine. Thinkific, which I had been using for a long time until I found other platforms to use, but Thinkific is pretty interesting. Kajabi, one of my newest clients actually uses Kajabi, and I have to say I'm not a big fan of Kajabi, but it is there for you if you choose to use it. Now, check this out. Out of all of these platforms, ClickFunnels, Kartra, MemberVault, Thinkific, and Kajabi, MemberVault and Thinkific have a free basic level for you. So you can actually get started today absolutely free. And I have tried both of these, the free versions, and they do work, okay? And I'm going to give you guys the links to all of these so you could find out where you can find them and get started. So let's go ahead. I want to show you a few examples first before I actually get into the training part of this. And I'm not going to go into depth on the training as far as like showing you exactly how to set everything up. I'm going to give you tips on how to do this yourself, okay? And then if you want to go on further with me, you can always reach out to me and we can set up a little coaching call on the side, okay? So I'm going to show you an example in ClickFunnels. I'm going to show you an example in MemberVault. And I'm also going to be showing you an example in the Thinkific platform, just so you can get a little idea of what they look like, okay? I don't personally use Thinkific anymore since I use these other platforms. However, I still have some old stuff in there that I can show you just so you can get an idea. All right, without further ado, let's start this off. I'm going to start with my favorite, of course, ClickFunnels. And I'm going to show you why ClickFunnels is the coolest one to use here. Let me share my screen with you guys. Okay, let's just make sure you guys can see me and you can actually see my screen. There's a little lag. There's a slight lag from when I'm going live and actually seeing what's over here in what's actually going live on Facebook. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see my screen. Yes, you can. All right, so we're in ClickFunnels. This is the ClickFunnels platform. I've already gone into the funnel that I want to show you. This is my age backwards funnel. And as soon as I was able to launch this, I got some really great feedback. I have some ladies in here. They're actually going through the course and they love it. They absolutely love it. And so I'm very thankful. Actually, I'm going to give them a shout out now to Kat and Kat. I have 2 cats in the program, and I've gotten some really great feedback. I haven't really been pushing this program a lot because I've got other things cooking right now. But the girls who have been able to take this course, I've got some really great feedback, and I'm going to continue to add on to this course, which is going to be really cool. You can call it course membership, whatever you'd like. But this is just a simplified version of what you guys can do in ClickFunnels is create a funnel. And I've got all of my stuff set up where it's got the main sales page, so at the landing page, and it tells about the funnel, or it tells about the membership. It tells about like, what exactly is this? What are you talking about aging backwards? The biohacker secrets. Why should I be doing this? It just gives you an overview of exactly what we do. We talk about in the course. I'm showing them, I share my story with them, how I reversed my age and how they can reverse their age as well. Why should they be doing this? Don't wait until you're in your 50s to be looking at, your health and your mindset and how to become superhuman, how to stop aging in its tracks. And so this is the main page. And I've got my testimonials, as you can see, people who've taken the course and have liked it and got some really great experiences with it. And of course, any bonuses, all kinds of good stuff here at the end. And you can definitely tell I haven't been promoting this because the timer has gone out on this offer. But, and that's what you get. And they get this whole thing, right? They get access to the membership. They get 1-year membership. They get access to the books and challenges and all kinds of cool stuff in here. And then this is the price that I'm running for it right now. So this is like the lead in, right? You want to show them exactly what they're getting and they get excited about it and then they go for it. And so they order it, but then after they order it, it takes them to the members area. And I've got all of this set up where they have automated emails and all the good stuff on the back end too. But the members area is definitely one thing I wanted to show you here. So when they get their login, they're going to have their automated email sends them an actual login information, and they can log into their account, and then they can see all of the hidden and private information that's only allowed for members only. As you can tell, that says I have 4 members here. I've got automation. It tells me about all my contacts, my stats, my sales. It's really cool. It gives you everything here in one spot. And then if you want to, let's see here, I'll give you an example of what this membership area looks like. So you would actually log in here, like we said before, or actually I'm already a member. I hope I'm a member. Let's see here. And of course, it's telling me that I'm not a member right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just give you, I'll open an editor for you. And so when they log in, it's going to look very similar to this, but it's going to have all of the information off to the side. So when you log in, you're going to have all of the videos, all of access to the bonuses and things like that. So for example, the very first lesson they get is the Becoming Superhuman. They get a welcome video. They have a welcome video, then it takes them through all the sessions, and it takes them through all the books and the resources. There's some additional bonus information down here. It's really cool. So this is basically all the information they're going to get within that course and membership, and they can take their time and go through this. I call it streaming on demand. So you can stream on demand. It's a self-paced course, and you can take part in this on your own, and then join us in the Facebook group, Becoming Superhuman group, and actually share your experiences, ask questions, that sort of thing. So it's pretty cool, super easy. Now, as far as setting this up, of course, I am a ClickFunnels guru, so I know about all of this stuff. This may be one of the harder versions, I guess, for people who are just starting out. So we're going to talk about, the simplicity of these different programs. ClickFunnels will probably be possibly the more complex one if you're trying to decide between ClickFunnels, MemberVault, and Thinkific. Thinkific could be, I would say that would be the second most challenging, and then MemberVault is probably the most easiest one you can jump right into if you're a newbie, if you're a beginner, okay? And before we move on to Thinkific and to MemberVault, let me just give you guys a little side note on this. We can actually go into a little bit of the training right now. When I started doing the Age Backwards program, I knew right away that I wanted it to be simple. I wanted it to be streamlined. And I didn't want, to waste a lot of time making it perfect and, adding all these great things to it. I wanted it to be good, but I didn't want to spend a lot of time on it. I wanted to be able to put something out very quickly that's really good, that people will like, that I knew I would get a good response from, but I didn't want to take a lot of my own time. So what I did is I just kept it simple and fun and engaging. I knew I wanted it to be something that they could do on their own and really take away something from it. So I kept those things in mind as I was creating it. And I made myself a list. I told myself, okay, Age Backwards, I want this to be a 4-week series. I want to talk about the brain, the body, the breath, and the being. And so what I did is I broke up those subjects 1 week at a time. The first week, obviously here we have week 1, brain. And in that week, in that video, I only talk about the brain. Okay? And so I've broken it up and I give them homework. So let's check this out real quick. And I can show you guys. So this is week 1, the brain. The video will play and it teaches them something about the brain, and then they can download their homework here. Very simple. There's nothing fancy about this at all. Okay. Awesome. So I just want to make sure I told you that is to just keep it simple. Make sure you have an outline to stick by. This helped me immensely because under that outline, I said, okay, week 1 is brain. What do I want to talk about in week 1? And then I just posted out these little bullet points and I just went from there and I created this really cool video. And then I created the homework based on what I talked about in the video. So it all just plays on itself, right? And it just made it really simplified. And I was able to get the Age Backwards course done fairly quickly without a lot of hard work. And this kind of stuff, guys, I talk about all the time, like Aging Backwards, health, fitness, nutrition, entrepreneurship, business, podcasts. Since I run in these circles and this is what I do, it's easy for me to come up with the content. The same thing with you. The content that you are putting together, hopefully you are an expert at some level. And so it should be fairly easy to put together a simplified course or membership that you can easily launch fairly quickly and get a really great return on it, right? And make a huge impact as well. So I just wanted to put that in there. I really wish I could show you one of these videos. Actually, you know what? I could show you a simple video of what you can do for your course. And this is, I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear the music or not, but let's see here. My videos. Playlist, and I'll go to my Becoming Superhuman playlist, and then I'm going to show you one of the videos that I use in my Becoming Superhuman Age Backwards. Oh, here it is. There's week 1 brain. So let's take a look at that. How old your birth certificate says you are. On the surface and inside, you are going to be youthful and energetic. So there is a slight lag here. Let's check it out. Hello and welcome to Becoming Superhuman. Welcome to week 1. We're talking all about the brain today. Okay, guys, did you see that? Easy intro, simple. It was really quick to make. The cool thing about this is once you make an intro for your video, it's going to be fairly easy to take that same intro and paste it into your other videos. So you do the intro once, and all you have to do is then change the subject title, right, for each video content that you have. The same thing with the outro. I do the same thing usually for the outro. I give them a little intro. Let's see here. Prosperity, a place of youth. So I give them a little challenge to, to do for that week. Ask them to commit to that challenge. I ask them to join the Facebook group, and then I tell them, hey, I'm going to see you next week. So be sure you do your homework. So I give them, make sure I hold them accountable and give them a little nudge and hopefully motivate them to finish the homework and show up for the next week. Okay, so that was super easy. This video was, let's see here, 16 minutes long. And so really it doesn't have to be anything, like I said, crazy, fancy, or extreme. You get the point across, you make it engaging and fun, you just be you, and you teach what you know. It's already inside of you, just teach it. Okay, so that's the video that they would see in week 1. I just wanted to give you a little side note on that. Okay, so let's look at the Thinkific real quick. Thinkific is something that I used a long time ago because it was one of the very first membership sites that I had learned about that was actually free. And I was able to host up to 3 different memberships or courses for free. And I thought that was amazing. And I love the platform. For me, it was pretty simple to get a hold of and to access and to edit. I would even teach my clients how to do this. And Alcine was one of them. Eric and Pam are another. They both use the Thinkific course. And it's pretty easy to, I keep saying it's easy, but I guess it's easy when you have some sort of background in this. But just play around with it and see what you can come up with. They actually have great tutorials in here as well that actually shows you how to set up your course and membership. Again, keeping to that same kind of thinking. You want to keep it simple, fun, and engaging, okay? I was actually taking a course last year with Stu McLaren. He's like the membership king, and he was saying that a lot of people think we have to come up with all of this content for our memberships or courses, but in reality, if you give your people too much information, it seems overwhelming and they feel like they can't get through it and they might as well not even do the course. So a lot of people don't even end up finishing the course because you've given them way too much. Instead, keep it simple. I think he was saying maybe 1 to 2 things, give them 1 to 2 things a week that they can do, and to keep them engaged, hold them accountable, have them, keep them motivated, keep the momentum going. And then each week they have that simple bite-sized little piece that they can do. That way they're not overwhelmed, because you have to remember, they're just like you are. They're busy. They have jobs, careers, businesses, families, kids, right? And so they don't want to spend all day, every day going through this, intense course, for the most part anyway. I've done intense courses as well, but I'm kind of a different breed. So I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to that kind of stuff. But for the average normal person, they just want to get to the course, do it, learn something from it, and move on. So just keep that in mind. Keep it simple, easy. So maybe think about doing a 4-week course or a 6-week and then moving up to a 12-week, something like that. Or maybe even a whole year membership, something new that they get to learn once a month. So have fun with this, get excited about it. And when you get excited about it, when you're sharing your passion, that's going to play off into your audience. Your audience is going to love that. They're going to want more, okay? They love being around that kind of energy. So this is Thinkific. Again, this is a free site that you can do at the basic level. As you can tell, I've got 3 little courses down here that I used to run a long time ago. So dated now. This is like a blast from the past, or a throwback here. Live Balance was a corporate health and wellness program I put together to actually serve to corporations. I actually come from corporate. I was in engineering and design for over 22 years. And so I know for a fact that they love doing these kinds of things where they bring in specialists or experts to teach their groups on how to be healthy and fit, or how to, they're teaching them how, to do specific things, how to manage their stress, whatever, how to eat better. And so companies typically love these kinds of things because it's like a little bonus, a little free time for the employees. They can come in and have a little lunch and learn. That's what we call them, lunch and learns. And so I put this together and I started calling up corporations and saying, hey, it's COVID. COVID just hit. You guys, people really need this more than ever. Get into this course right now. I'll do it. It's all virtual and you guys are going to get everything, blah, blah, blah. So I kept calling corporations. I got more no's than yeses, but it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. And this is where it all started. It was right here. So in here, you can create your own courses. Over to the left, as you can see, you can design your site. Let's take a look and see what this even looks like. It's been so long. This is going to be a surprise. I have no idea what I'm getting into here. Oh my gosh, so old, guys. This is an old logo. These are my courses. Okay, that's beautiful. It's nice. It's good. You got to laugh at yourself sometimes, the things that we do, right? You can market and sell this. You can do all kinds of cool stuff here. So if I wanted to go into this course builder here, I guess I should say, right now, if it's just in draft mode, it's not published, so no one can see it. But you just go in here and you can add as much content as you want. You add the content over to the left. You can add videos, you could add PDFs, homework, you can even give them quizzes. And as you can see, this is pretty good for a good start. I was doing pretty well here. and filling this out. So let's take a look at the very first, what do I got here? A video. Throwback. This is me in the States. I was back in Raleigh here in my old apartment. Let's see what we got. Hello, everybody. I am so excited to yes! Again. Another super cute. So you can add a little welcome video, and then you can add some information in here. It looks like I have a Meet Your Coach PDF where they could actually, find out more about me and what I'm, what I do, what my experience is. I got some homework in here, an assessment form for my clients, all kinds of things, terms and conditions. This is all important stuff, so they know what they're getting into. All these things you can think about, right? Just to get started. Let's see, what's my nutrition video look like? Haha, flat belly training. This is crazy. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the group. Now, this is definitely dated. You could tell how dark this is. It's like I was just beginning, a total newbie at all this, and I've come such a long way, thank goodness. Okay, so this is Thinkific. You can play around with this. Like I said, it is a free platform. And to keep it simple, pop in your little courses here, your little content here to create your course. You can actually set it up to where it's drip fed. I think that's an upgraded price there. Let's see, or an option. Yeah, you have to upgrade to get that option, but you can price it out as whatever you want. I think I was one-time payment of $800 I was charging for this course. So you can charge whatever you like, and it goes direct. It's all tied to your Stripe account or your merchant account, and it gets directly put into your, I'm just trying to talk here, deposited into your account so you get paid. And then your members can just go through and take the course as they like. So it's pretty cool. Do we have anybody asking any questions? Do you guys have any questions so far? I think everyone's sleeping. Everyone's still sleeping. Okay, very cool. So I just wanted to show you that. Again, I will have the links to this Thinkific and everything else that we talk about in the show notes. I'm thinking I'm on my podcast. In the notes afterwards in the comments. Oh my goodness. Okay, next. We're going to talk about member vaults. Okay, so Alcine was the one who introduced me to this, and ever since she did, I just jumped right in and used it because it was so simple. And I actually started using it to run my Think and Grow Rich book club, which is pretty awesome. I got a huge response from that recently, and I'm so excited. We start on, we start on February 5th, which is this Friday. You guys still have time to get in on that, by the way. The doors close on the 3rd, okay? So you have until the 3rd to get in. But I want to show you, this is where I actually created it. Think and Grow Rich book club. Oh my gosh, one of the coolest ideas I ever had was to come up with this because, number one, people already are super familiar with Think and Grow Rich name. Why not use it? Number two, who doesn't like a book club? Super easy. You can hold yourself accountable as you're going through these methods and these strategies together. And number three, a mastermind on top of that. Oh my gosh, how amazing to bring everybody together who are like-minded entrepreneurs, motivated, ambitious to go for their dreams all together. So I put this together and I got a huge response. As you can see, I already have 5 members and I just launched this a few days ago. My goal is to have 40 members. And what I'm going to do with those 40 members is possibly divide them into 2 20-member groups because I like small, intimate groups. Sometimes if you're doing larger groups where it's more self-paced, you can have as many people in there as you want. You can go to 500, 1,000, 10,000, and you can have just everybody going through this on their own pace. But something like this is more intimate and it's live and it's going to be meeting every week. Okay. So this is a little bit different of a format. So I want to keep them small because I want people to be heard and I want it to be fun and engaging. So a little bit different. So you got to think about what the purpose is of your membership, how you're going to actually have it flow. What's the purpose? What are your participants going to get out of it? And you also want to make sure, guys, that you set yourself up for success because you do not want another job. And if you create all of this hustle and bustle for your membership or your course, you're not going to want to do it because there's emails and there's reminders and you got to do the content and you got to social media market it and all this other stuff and make sure everybody's signed in and answer questions and da 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 da. There's so many things you got to think about. So what I would suggest is to keep it as simple as possible, especially on the admin side. And communicate this. Let your members know. Like I'm telling them, hey guys, I will message you once a week, every Monday to remind you what the agenda is for this week. And then a day before, I will message you to remind you that when we're meeting for Friday, right? So I'm communicating what I expect out of them and what they should expect out of me right off the top, because I don't want people whining and crying and saying, hey, you're not doing this and that. They're setting their own expectations, and I don't want that. I want to be very clear. So the more you communicate with your members, the better. And this is going to free you up to do other things, because I have other clients I work with. I have other programs that I run in other groups, including this one here. And so I can't spend all my time on just Think and Grow Rich. I've got to be able to free myself up. That's one way of doing it. Another thing you could do is get a VA. My groups are going to get really big here pretty soon. During the summer, when I do my full throttle group, that's going to have, like, I'm thinking 400 members. Then after that, it's just gonna keep exploding. So when it comes to that, before I actually get to that point, I'm gonna have my VA step in, and I'm gonna show her exactly what I want done. And I'm going to communicate with her and train her and say, hey, this is what I want all my groups to look like. All my memberships, all my courses, this is what I need. I need you to do the emails this day. I need you to do the reminders this day. I need you to facilitate. I need you, I need you, I need you. Then you've got your member, you have your members taken care of. You've got your team all in place who's going to help you. And therefore, you're not having to do all this work on your own, right? You show your VA once and she's got it, or he's got it. And they help you bring you through these weeks in advance, right? So it's just going to be helpful. So Member Vault, this is where you would actually build out your content. Super simple. Let's just say, okay, actually, you know what? I'm going to use Think and Grow Rich as an example. Think and Grow Rich is a 4-month membership. So for 4 months, they can come in here and we meet weekly and we talk about the book, right? So this is it here, Think and Grow Rich Book Club. I'm going to go in here and hit edit, so you guys can actually see the content behind the scenes. I've got my welcome, the tell me about you section, club meetup details, and Think and Grow Rich PDF and MP3s. Guys, look how easy this is. I don't have 100 different items in here. 4 modules. They're precise, they're exact, and as I'm working with my team and working with my members, I'm listening, and if I'm missing something, I go in and add it. That actually just recently happened. Someone had issues with logging in or something. I can't remember exactly what happened. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think about giving them more instructions if they have issues. So guess what I did? I went back and put on the introduction email. If you have difficulties, try this, this, and this. And if you still have difficulties, then call me, right? So there's like this, there's more content, there's more detail on how to log in. So listen to your members, ask questions. And this is what I call my beta test group, because this is the very first time I'm doing this. So I'm really listening the first time around. I'm really paying attention. What do they need? I'm trying to anticipate their questions and anticipate their needs, because I really want to make this well-rounded and really like a great experience. I want to deliver an exceptional experience for these members. And so I want them to have such a great time that they don't want to get out of the club. They want to go for another 4 months on another book. That's what I'm hoping for. Again, think about the outcome, the result that you're after, and incorporate that into your course and membership. So I hope you're getting all of this. Oh my gosh, I just can talk about this stuff all day long. Okay, so, and again, look at the images. Super simple. Guys, I did this in Canva in like 2 seconds. Those entrepreneurs out there who are afraid of technology and who are afraid of using software like Canva, I'm going to ask and plead and beg with you and encourage you and challenge you to learn just a little bit, a snippet, because it's going to help you, especially if you're just getting started. Now, later, if you have all the money in the world, pay someone to do it for you, hands down, right? But if you're just getting started and you have very little images to start with and you have very little of everything, guys, you've got to learn a little bit, okay? I promise you it's going to pay off in the end. And even if you have to work with someone to help you, like me, that's what I'm here for. So we can get into that later, but just know you're not alone in this, and just step up to the challenge if you really want to be a hardcore entrepreneur, full-time, making tons of money, having tons of freedom. You've got to experiment. You've got to play around. You got to just jump in there and figure things out. And of course, you got to ask for help. So when I need help, I know I can go to my team and I can go to my mentors and coaches. And now you know where to find your help. Okay, so this is Member Vault. I got everything in here. I'm going to show you how super simple it was. I added a little welcome module in here. And so they have the image here and the welcome to the club. And so if you go to the actual lesson, there's a video and it's saying, hey, welcome to my club. It's 57 seconds, guys. That's it. A super easy intro. I'm saying hello, introducing myself, showing my passion and my energy with them. So I'm getting them amped up and ready to go. Guys, it doesn't have to be anything like we're not doing rocket science here. We're making a video. We're showing up and we're smiling and we're sharing our passion for what we love to do. That's it. Okay. So there we go. So I'm saying, hey, so glad you're here. Super simple. Grab your book, a notepad, and bring your positive mindset, and let's get ready to learn, grow, and succeed. So that was the first lesson there. So, and again, when they see it, it's going to be all nice and blocked out in order, and they just go right through it. And they can go to the next module. Tell me about you. And here, cute little photo. Let's tell them, hey, I'm super excited that you're here. And I want to find out more about them. What do my members want? What are they looking for? I ask them questions here on the side here. You can ask as many questions as you want. And I even give them, guess what? Yes, I even give them a video. Where's my video? Oh, this is my video here. So even give them a short video, 53 seconds. Tell me about you. This is where I said, again, keeping it simple. I said, hey guys, I'm so glad you're here. I have tons of questions. I want to get to know about you and your business, but feel free not to answer all of them. I gave you a lot of questions, I told them. So you don't have to answer all of them, but it'd be best if you did, because I would love to know more about what you need. I'm here to make your experience amazing. And the more I know, the better, right? So it's easy. So, and I did all these videos like in one day, bam, bam, bam. Okay. Oh, let's talk about pricing. So pricing is very crucial. With this Think and Grow Rich book club, I did a founding members launch. Founding members means basically that now that they're in this Think and Grow Rich book club, that did I do founding members? Oh, I didn't do a founding members launch. I'm going to do a founding members launch on I believe on the next go round. For this one was my beta test. That's what it was. So for my beta test groupers here, my group members, we did $15 a month to join the club, or you can do $60 one time. So, and that will pay for the entire 4 months, right? So you can do that as well here. You can actually edit your pricing right here. So I said, hey, you can do $15 per month and pay per month, just like a normal subscription like Netflix or, iTunes or what is it? I'm trying to think of Prime. You can do that with 4 payments, or they have the option of paying a one-time fee of $60. Okay, simple. When you're thinking about pricing your courses and your memberships, guys, you've got to also think about what you're delivering. So if you're going to be doing something more self-paced or do it yourself, if they're doing it on their own, and they don't need you, or they don't need follow-up emails and admin and all this other support, if they're just taking the course on their own, they're having fun with it, your price is going to typically be lower. But if you're going to be doing something more intense, where you're showing up every week and you're teaching and you're coaching and you're collaborating and you're doing all these things, and you got special speakers coming in and you're providing all these resources and tools, that's a different story. Then your price needs to go up. And I want to plead again with you not to be afraid of high prices. Yes, this one seems kind of low right now, but guys, believe me, I have a strategy in place for this, okay? Now, some of my other memberships are a little bit higher. Like you saw, the Becoming Superhuman Age Backwards was $109 for the year. So that's a little bit different, right? And then I had another membership for $800. So it just really depends. And I've had memberships for, all different types of pricing. My membership that's coming up soon for my Full Throttle, that's going to be a 6-month program, and I'm pricing it at $495. Later on this year, I've got an elite, like 6-figure, 7-figure, and beyond group. That's going to be very specific, and it's a closed group, and only people who qualify will get in. You have to go through a membership, or you have to go through an application process to get into that one. That's super high end, and that's going to be $10,000 to get into that. But there's a reason behind that. In that specific group, we're actually leading the entrepreneurs through to reach the 6 and 7 figure and beyond. So those are for like high earner, high elite, powerhouse entrepreneurs who are really wanting to take their business to the next level, and they're going to get a ton of stuff in there with that membership. So, and that's very closed, very secure, and very private, exclusive. So to join that, if you really wanted to, like, say you wanted to make 6 figures this year, you would want to join that group, because that is going to help you track out your progress and help you reach that. And we're talking about sales, marketing, social media, pricing, offers, videos, like you name it, it's all about sales in that specific group. So when I start talking about all the things that are included in that, it's going to start making sense. Like, oh yeah, I would totally pay 10 grand for that, right? And we can't be afraid of those big numbers. The more value you add, the more you're giving, the more you need to raise your price. I've become very comfortable with talking about money because I've grown over this past year extremely, and it's because I've had the right mentors and coaches in place to help me, thank goodness. I've taken a ton of courses to help me as well, to really understand and identify what I need to shift and change in my mindset and in my energy when it comes to money. And I've learned how amazing I am. I'm a freaking rock star. And so are you. As soon as you really step into your confidence and you really step into who you are, the more you know that you are worth more than a $50 membership. No, we cannot be giving everything away. You are worth more than that. I've been in engineering and design for over 22 years, and I wasn't just in it. I was amazing at it. I had I had an amazing job. I got paid lots of good money for doing what I did. I was a leader, a supervisor, a designer, an artist. I did all of these things. I was a team leader. I got to travel. I got to go hang out and with the big dogs, and do awesome things. I got a lot of flexibility in my schedule because I was a rock star. I didn't become a rock star overnight. It took time. The same thing with your business. You may not be a superstar right now, but you are laying the foundation for it. And within a year, you will be. So last year, beginning of 2020, I was asking only $197 for a 3-month intense coaching program that I would actually lead and help you in everything. 197, guys. That is nothing. Now I have coaching programs that are over 5 figures. And it's because I know that I'm going to deliver an amazing product and an amazing experience. I know that my clients are going to love the things I do for them. It's because I put myself out there. I got experience. I saw that what I was doing was awesome, and I kept going with it. So you've got to be really confident in you. You've got to be really confident in you, and confident in your offer, and confident in your content. You got to, and start thinking about this, because when you build your content, I want you to start thinking about how you can actually separate yourself from the masses. Okay. So let's get into that right now, because I really want you to start talking about a little bit more about the content and the launch. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a quick moment. And as you can tell, I'm pretty passionate about this stuff. It's because I've learned so much, and I want you guys to be a part of that too, that experience. Okay, if I can figure out how to stop sharing. Stop screen. Okay, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Okay. I'm having too much fun. Oh my gosh, this is great. Is it Monday? I don't even know if it's Monday or not. This is like typical, normal for me. Okay. We were talking about separating yourself from the masses. How can you do that with your content? Think about what you can do differently. Think about what you can give to your members that no one else is giving. Like, for instance, when I came up with my Think and Grow Rich book club, I was like, you know what? I haven't seen this before. Is anyone else doing this? Like, that's kind of unique. I wanted something unique. I wanted something different. And it's not just your typical book club, like a mastermind. Like, seriously, like, oh, I love this, right? So I put it together, and it was a hit. The same thing with my Age Backwards. I haven't seen anything like that. Who else is teaching this subject, right? Who else is out there showing women how to remain young and youthful and high energy? I'm not seeing this, so I put this together. And so whatever it is in your field, what is it that people are looking to you for that no one else is doing? And it could be just a small little thing, a small little nuance. So instead of just saying, I teach people how to lose weight, maybe you could say, you know what? My program is not about losing weight. It's not just about losing weight. The first 2 months, I teach them what to do to lose 10, 20, 30 pounds. Then the next couple of months, we go into maintenance program. No one else has a maintenance program. I have a maintenance program. So these ladies are not just out there floating around, excited about the 30-pound weight loss. Now they have a community where they come together and they keep it going. They know how to maintain a healthy lifestyle, right? So start thinking about how you can be, unique in the offer that you create. And going back to pricing, remember, price it accordingly. If it's something simple, keep your prices low. If it's something extravagant, raise your price. And I remember Stu McLaren was telling me about pricing too. He was saying that if you're going to do a founding members launch, which I don't know if we'll have time to get into that today, but we might do that. We'll talk about launches on another day. But if you're going to do a founding members launch, you're going to want to keep your price low at the beginning. Okay. Get people in, keep your price low, $15 maybe. I've even seen memberships like $7 a month. Okay. That seems reasonable for the, depending on what you're giving again. So I always like to compare myself to Netflix. I love the Netflix model and I love the Prime deal model. In my head, it makes sense because we're so used to just paying a little $7, $9 a month to get access to all this amazing stuff, all these amazing videos on Netflix, all these amazing items on Amazon, right? It's a no-brainer. You want to start creating your memberships right away with a no-brainer offer. It's easy for them to get in. It's easy for them to follow, and it's easy for them to pay for it. And they don't mind paying for it. They're like, I can pay that. That's amazing. Shoot. If you make a deal an offer that they can't resist, then it's going to make it so much easier for you to sell. So get those people in, build up your confidence in that founding members group or your beta launch group. Get the feedback that you need, the social proof, the testimonies. That's not going to only build up your memberships later, but it's also going to build up your confidence, right? And we want that. So win-win. Everybody wins. Okay, so we're going to talk about launches on another day because I could go big into launches. But we're basically talking today about how to actually create the membership, right? How to create the course. So a mini course, a large course is totally up to you. We talked about getting feedback and social proof. Last but not least, we're doing great on timing, 42 minutes. I wanted to spend a good hour with you guys on this. So using groups, podcasts, and social media to market and sell. Okay, this is big. Guys, you already have an audience in place, I hope. Even if it's a small audience, you can still benefit from this. And I really want you guys to focus on, again, simplifying this. Create one image, create one post, and play off of that and just switch it up a little bit. Maybe once a week, you change the color or you change the text or whatever. But you don't, people think they have to come up with this really fancy stuff for social media marketing, and you really don't. Just be clever, be resourceful, make it fun. It doesn't have to be perfect. And start, engaging more with groups, start engaging more with your followers, get more followers, and start building your list, start getting people excited. And I was going to say, this is a great opportunity. Social media is a great opportunity to use this as a launch pad for your launches, which we can talk about later. But you can actually invite them to a free training with you, a free session, a free group, or whatever. You can offer something to them for free so they can come check it out, see if it's for them. And then at the end of that, then you can, do a special invitation. Say, hey guys, just because you came out today, I'm going to give you a special invitation. Normally I charge $50 a month for this membership. For you guys, I'll only charge $20, something like that. And so be clever about your pricing, be clever about your marketing, be clever about how you get people in. Watch what other people are doing. One of the main ways I was able to build up my business so quickly, I guess I should say, I don't know if it's quickly, but steadily, was because I kept showing up, even on the days I didn't really want to. And sometimes I would show my face and sometimes I wouldn't. Sometimes it would be just a little post in a group. And I would look out specifically for posts that were related to what I do. How could I help? As soon as I started posting little things, answering questions, oh, I know the answer to that. Yeah, I can help you find a new membership. Oh, yeah. I know about ClickFunnels. I can help you. You need a funnel? I can help you. I kept answering questions. I kept reaching out. I kept looking and keeping my eye out. And I kept funnel hacking. I kept post hacking, social media marketing hacking, which means I'm watching what the big players do. I'm watching what other people are doing in my field. How are they getting across to their audience? What's catching my attention? Because what catches my attention might catch my audience's attention. And so I start playing around with all of these different things. And that's why you've probably seen me going from 0 to 60 with my social media, is because when I first started out, my images were so two-tone and stale and stagnant, and then all of a sudden they're vibrant and more three-dimensional and more fun and engaging, and they're animated and all kinds of cool stuff. And again, like I said, if you don't feel comfortable with this, just test the waters out with it or hire someone to help you. But use groups to your advantage, use social media to your advantage, and use podcasts. If you have a podcast or if you know someone who does, get on there. Start marketing the mess out of your course and membership. Let people know who you are, where you are, and how you can help them. It's easy as that. If you're not having fun with this, something is wrong. Guys, we must learn to realign ourselves to our passion. The reason I can show up at 3:44 on a Monday afternoon, hanging out with you guys, when I need to be on a client, working with my clients and doing all these other things that I do. I have the energy to do this. I want to do this. I show up because I like it. If you're not doing something you're not totally excited about, maybe that is the start of something where you've got to shift into something else. And if it's the social media that's getting you down, find someone to help you. If it's the techie stuff that's getting you down, find something to help you. Because if it's truly something you really want to do, if it's coaching, if it's traveling, if it's real estate, if it's being a doctor, whatever it is that's your thing and you truly want to do that, but you're having issues in these other little areas, find someone who can do them for you. That's the best thing that you can do. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun hanging out with you guys. And you know what? We have 15 minutes. Can I talk a little bit about launches real quick? Because I did mention the founding members launch. Let me just give you a quick review on that. So again, I learned this from Stu McLaren's course. A founding members launch is amazing. If you haven't tried it, you need to. And this right here is the coolest thing to get started with your course membership, because it's going to allow you to work out all the kinks. Let's just say you want to do something right away. You want to launch this right away. You want to make money right away, right? You have a tight deadline. The founding members launch is one of the quickest ways on how to do that, because you don't have to have everything worked out. You can let them know, hey guys, I'm doing this founding members launch. I've got the first 2 weeks of the content built in, but I'm still working on the next 2 weeks. But I would love for you guys to work with me as I build this out, right? And get them involved. And so let them know from the get-go, it's not done. I'm still working out the kinks. So I would love for you to get in. And for that, I'm going to give you a special price. And it's never going to change. You guys get in at $15 a month, and that's all you pay for life. And later, when the price goes up, when the course is finished or the membership's done, and he goes and he raises his prices for the new members, guess what? You guys stay in at that same price because you're a founding member. So when you do your founding members launch, remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be finished. You just got to have something to start with. You got to have enthusiasm, excitement. You got to have at least a few little pieces in there, and that are going to want, that people are going to want. You got to have a good price on it that people are going to be like, I'll do that. Sure, it sounds amazing. And then just go for it. If you want any more information on memberships and courses, or how to get started with ClickFunnels, Member Vault, or even Thinkific, reach out to me. I am here for you. I actually started a brand new calendar where you can hire me out for an hour if you'd like, and I will do a website assessment for you. I will do sales and marketing coaching and sales and marketing strategies, whatever you need within that hour. I'll put the link, of course, down below as well. And I hope you guys have an amazing week. And hopefully I'll see some of you in my Think and Grow Rich book club, right? Yes. All right. Cheers, everybody. Have a lovely day.